And we are back. Sorry for the technical trouble. Yeah, you were telling about the background, how Codebridge company started.
Yeah, we started Codebridge in February 2021. We are doing software development. We have two streams. The first one is UX design. We have 32 UX designers on board, and the rest of the team, also around 30 people, are engineers. So in other words, we are outsourcing firm with a huge focus on UX design, because we strongly believe that whatever functionality you have in your application, if your user experience is not excellent enough, if user interface is not engaging, it will be very hard, maybe impossible to win the competition.
Got it. Have you been dreaming to have your own company for some time? Was it the plan for many years, or how did it happen?
So, as you know, previously I was one of KPMG partners. In other words, co-owner of KPMG. So KPMG was also my company, but with many partners. In my case, I had around 100 partners that time. Did I dream about my own company with smaller amount of partners? Probably yes. Probably yes. That's why I quit KPMG and started Codebridge.
Maybe this is a little bit of tricky question, but what is the motivation of somebody who's working in KPMG to found his own company? What is the difference? What is this detail that is driving you as the leader of your own company, as opposed to those projects you had in KPMG?
I would name three reasons. The first one is speed. How fast you can implement innovations, new technology, and so on and so forth. It doesn't mean that we don't follow procedures at Codebridge, or we don't follow risk management rules. We have that, all of that. But the speed, decision speed, are much faster compared to big firm like KPMG, for example. That's the first one. The second one is ability to attract people and the brand. So being part of KPMG, it's very hard to attract software developers, software engineers, or UX designers, because that brand is about audit, about consulting services, about tax and legal services, but not about engineering. So being at Codebridge, it's much easier to have much weaker brand compared to KPMG, even though to attract the best people from the market, or good people from the market, engineers. So that's the second reason. Yeah, and the third reason, it's it's a challenge. How to say that in a correct way? Some people always looking for challenges in order to grow, to achieve new goals, to move forward, and that was one of motivations. Because I think I have achieved at KPMG everything that was possible. When I quit KPMG, my results were at the highest level, highest historical level. I mean, revenue and profitability. So yeah, and I just decided for myself that why not to. Okay, how to double the business at KPMG? So, and the answer was almost impossible. And it depends mainly not on me. And I decided to go somewhere else where everything depends on me. And this is how we started Codebridge.
let's touch those first 2 points that you mentioned, speed and talent. Could you maybe give some examples of fast decision making at Codebridge and attracting best talent to Codebridge?
Yeah, some examples how we implemented some of our IT tools. In particular, I believe if you build your own business or any business and you want to scale, not to have just 10 people and use Excel, you need to have some IT tools in place. So in particular, that's a CRM system, that's a financial system, that's a resource management system, timesheets, and some other systems. Yeah, and how we selected a timesheet. So we just did the research one day. Second day, we wrote emails to everyone that we pre-selected. We had a call with everyone, and then after the calls, we received proposals and we selected the timesheet system. So it took us like maybe a week just to have a timesheet system in place, quite fast. The same story about CRM system. We use Zoho for CRM. 1 week, and we have CRM system. Yeah, that's some of our examples how we do that. How the speed, some examples of speed. Yeah, and about talents, as you know, and thanks that we met one day, Corizoid that you showed to me, I fall in love with that. And yeah, we build a system how we process our talents there. So last year we processed 16,000 people with Corizoid all over the world. And last July, the speed of applicants, the speed of applications, the speed how we received applications, it was 1 applicant per 2 minutes. So 30 applications per hour all over the world. And that was possible with Corizoid system. How we implemented Corizoid? Couple of days. We just made a decision that we go there. You don't need to approve that with other 10 partners and go to do a sign-off with NITSO, National Information Security Officer, and with risk management, and prove them that it's secured. We are not sure that it's secured, but that's enough for our business goals at the moment. And
how big is the company right now?
Sorry?
How many people? Yeah.
It's 70 people at the moment.
70 people. So it's like 70 people out of 16,000 applicants.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can imagine how good are they, these people. So that's a super talented people. Yeah.
Anyway, what challenges did you face scaling the company?
To find Corizoid developer, that's the challenge. Yeah, it's almost impossible. So yeah, we're still, if someone is looking and want to learn the system that probably change his or her life or your life, you can apply to a junior Corizoid developer position at Codebridge. And that's the biggest challenge, because what we do, we use Corizoid to streamline our processes, internal processes, and we just don't have capacity to do that as quick as fast as we can. Yeah.
I know that you have this Telegram channel with more than 600 subscribers. What is the idea behind this channel?
Yeah, this is for HR purposes. Yeah, it's 680 something at the moment, but we had almost 1,000 people there. So we lose a little bit of designers. Now, when we switched from Ukrainian language to English, that was main reason. But why we do this channel? To build a brand in UX design. Because again, I gave you 16,000 people figure, right? In terms of UX design, we have an agency on Upwork. So we are searching for clients mainly on Upwork. Not typical for ex-KPMG partner, but we again showed some anomaly there. For the past year, we completed more than 200 projects in UX design, maybe 300. You better go to our website or to our profile there. So that's a lot. That's a huge amount. Yeah. And this Upwork stream and how we completed this test task, projects, how we want them. We just sent proposals, and in that proposals we said we are ready to pay you. I mean the client. We are ready to pay you, the client, if you give us an opportunity to do a test task for you. Not vice versa.
Oh.
Yeah. Why? Because we are so sure that our designers are super talented, that and how we sure that they're super talented? Because we had this funnel.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Amazing go-to-market life hack. Kostya, I know that you like business networking activities, and you, as far as I understand, co-own the Young Business Club. At the same time, people say that networking is not working. What would you say to this comment? Why networking is important? Can you say that people who do not like networking are just shy people? What is the value of networking in your mind?
Yeah, Young Business Club. Initially, that's Ukrainian business community with more than 1,000 people there, entrepreneurs who are younger than 45 years old and who has revenue more than $100,000 per year. Now we opened new locations, new clubs, and we are presented in total 14 countries, 14 cities, not countries. Yeah, in particular, Barcelona, Berlin, Indonesia, Bali, Lisbon, Warsaw, and many other countries. This month we are opening Canada, in Toronto, Young Business Club. We have a partner club in USA, in New York, Los Angeles, LA, and Miami. Yeah, in total 14 clubs. And networking works. It works. So more than 1,000 people, they pay. I don't want to disclose how much they pay, what is the membership fee, but that's thousands of dollars per year. So not hundreds, thousands of dollars per year. And we have members who are paying members for 5-6 years. Why they pay? Maybe because they see value in the club. And we are developing the club very rapidly at the moment. We developed a new version of application for the club with Business Tinder. My partner, Andrew Ostapchuk, so he's responsible for this application. We just launched the Business Tinder. You can download the application, YBC, yeah, and try this Business Tinder.
Is this members only, or there is a section for other roles?
At the moment, today, it's for members only. Oh. But in the next month or two, limited version of this Business Tinder will be available for everyone. So we want to use that application as a funnel to our members. So even now, if you download the application, so you will go through onboarding there. So it will ask you some questions and so on and so forth. So this is like a soft entrance to the club,
And what is the application process in general? If people who watch us would like to join the club, where should they log in?
So the best way is just to go to the website, ybc.club, and fill out the application there. Then someone will call you and ask questions. How old are you? What's your business about? And then if you qualify, then you will be invited to an interview with partner or with someone from administration. And what they check on that interview, or what we check is values of the person.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's important. Because if you want to build a strong community, so it doesn't matter how much money you have or what's your business about. It's important. Do we share common values? Yes or no? Can we trust one to each other? And if the answer is yes, then your community is strong.
Is this like intuitive approach, or is there any sort of checklist like 10, 20 values and check boxes and you are qualified or not?
Yeah, there is a checklist and checkbox. Yeah. It's quite, so the club is quite automated, I would say. So innovative, it's very innovative. When I saw the CRM system, I was very surprised. Yeah.
Are you a member of any other clubs? If it's not too personal question.
Not yet, but I have applied to Forbes Council Club.
Got it.
Recently. Yeah. So I need to pass interview. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll have another stream in a year. I will ask you about your experience with Forbes Technology Council, right?
No, it's just Forbes Council, I believe. So
Got it.
I don't know a lot about them. I just know that you can become Forbes contributor if you're part of that club, and it allows to publish up to 4 articles. At least this is what I know. So I completed the application, and yeah, they invited me to a phone interview. But because it's not Zoom, it's like ordinary phone interview, I haven't passed it yet.
That's interesting. I followed your posts on social networks about AI and GPT and everything. Will you share any insights about your experiments with AI so far?
Yeah. In terms of AI, we are utilizing OpenAI technology, in particular GPT 3.5 model. And we have a couple of projects at the moment, and we implement ChatGPT or GPT-3 to our client solutions. We have four solutions based that we are working on. So it's not ready products, it's just MVPs that we propose to our clients. The first one is Knowledge Cloud, AI Knowledge Cloud. That's a tool that helps to law firms and consulting firms to create documents, consulting letters, advice letters faster using GPT-3 model. So you just train the model with your knowledge base, and then it starts to draft memos faster. The second product is a Smart Hire. That's a tool that helps you to create a vacancy description that helps you to analyze your database of CVs and qualify them, how they fit to that description. So in other words, if you have 16,000, and we have more than 16,000 CVs already, so we can give them to ChatGPT and say, okay, what do you think, who are from them can be good Carizzo developers?
Wow.
And you can have some kind of answer, I don't know, about the quality, but still, I'm kidding. But if you want to have UX designer who had certain specific skill, so that's very simple task for ChatGPT. Yeah, and the third in that smart hire is when you have an interview. So like we are talking right now on Zoom, right? So if you invite the third person to hear, which will be a robot that listen to us, so that robot can be connected to API, which transcribe our discussion. So we created a prototype that transcribed that using API. I don't remember what's the name of that, but anyway. So you have a transcription. So you feed that transcription to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT make a score for that person and for particular soft skills. So, for example, you want to test, I don't know, conflict, how the person deal with conflict. So the ChatGPT gives you particular questions. So you ask these questions with your voice, you listen to answers, and ChatGPT assess these answers. So we have that prototype. That's smart hire. Third product is sales coach. Sales coach is the same as smart hire, but you use the same technology, which helps you to build a dialogue with the person. So for example, I pitch you UX design, okay? So the ChatGPT or GPT-3, it tells me what to ask. Yeah, and it helps me to ask right questions in order to show that I'm a specialist in that field area. Because typical sales calls, you know how they go. It starts, can you please tell me about your business? What are your challenges? So if you ask such kind of questions, so probably you lose the client. But if they're very specific, if they are very specific to that particular company, to that particular field, so they show you, it shows that you're expert and you've done the same kind of tasks and solutions in the past, and that increase the quality, the percentage of wins. So that's sales coach. Yeah, and the last is email composer, email writer. So it's just a plugin for any CRM system that reads your email and with clicks of buttons helps you to create email very fast. So that's 4 MVPs that we are working on at the moment.
Wow, amazing. That's very practical. I asked these questions to other people and they sounded very vague and general, and these 4 sound very practical to me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But it's all ChatGPT. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a game changer, I would say.
That's
in the world, not in the industry, in the world.
That's true. We're approaching the end of our stream. And the last thing, is there anything you would like to share about your future plans or projects or initiatives? Would you like to invite people to participate in anything? Maybe there is a question that I missed and you wanted to talk about.
The plans is to grow, and the plan is to grow Codebridge. We are trying to hit 100 people. Of course, we can just hire them and put them on the bench, but it's not our way. We need more projects there. That's why I haven't answered at the middle of an interview, but we build that we build that channel for UX designers in order to build brand. So we need that to build brand in UX design and buzz around Codebridge that we are UX designers in order to attract new clients who comes to us not because we are cheap or relatively cheap, but because we have a brand. So that's the strategy, to build the brand in software development with a focus on UX design, and try to hit this year 100 people. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Very short.
Sounds very challenging. Thank you for sharing. Wishing good luck with that. And thanks for accepting my invitation. I know it's late in your time zone right now. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Sergey, for inviting me, and always happy